All right. Hello, everyone. It is day 2 of the Helwani Show takeover here on the ESPN MMA Instagram Live. Am I doing this correct? I hope I am. Can you all hear me? I hope I am. I'm good, right? I'm all good. All right. Last time we did this, we had Colby Covington, we had CM Punk, we had Action Bronson, we had Michael Chiesa. It was a fun time. I wanted to do it on Monday afternoon so that I can give you guys something to think about, something to talk about, something to look forward to. And it was a great success. I had a great time doing it. And so I'm thinking of doing this a lot more often. I'm thinking of doing this all the time. I want to do this every day. Why not? This is going to be great. So I hope that everyone can maybe get their minds off things. I hope that everyone can have something to look forward to. I hope that everyone can think about something else for a moment. Obviously, these are very stressful and anxious times, but I'm trying to do my part to give you guys something else to think about, to be excited about. Yesterday we found out that the UFC events on March 21st, April 11th, March 28th have been canceled or postponed. And Dana White is still saying that the Khabib-Ferguson fight is on. We'll see what happens then. He says April 18th. He says that it might happen somewhere outside of America. We'll see what happens. A lot is changing in the world. It's a very uncertain time. Our sport is now on pause like all the other sports. And so one of the stories that I wanted to talk about today is the story of Leon Edwards. Of course, he was supposed to headline that March 21st event, and that didn't come to fruition. Yesterday, we were talking to Colby Covington about possibly fighting Tyron Woodley this weekend. Obviously, that did not come to fruition. So I want to talk to Leon Edwards today, top contender in the 170-pound division, about what happened and how he's feeling about the biggest fight of his career being canceled. And so in a matter of seconds, we're going to be joined by Leon Edwards, Rocky Edwards, top contender at 170 pounds, who was getting set to fight the great Tyron Woodley Saturday at the O2 Arena. Massive crowd, massive opportunity for him. It was all going to come together for him as he was trying to cement his place as the number one contender in the welterweight division. And it's an unfortunate turn of events for him, but we hope that things will come back to normal soon enough, and we hope that he's able to get this opportunity. So Leon Edwards, if you are there, send me a comment and I will add you to the chat. Just say hello to me or say whatever you want. You can wave, you can put a nose emoji, you can do whatever you want. Oh, there he is. There's Leon. All right, just one sec. Going to be joined by Leon here in a matter of seconds. And there he is, Rocky Edwards.
Yes,
Leon,
sir. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, my man. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
No, all good, all good.
All right. Well, first things first, most importantly, how are you and your family members doing? Everyone okay over there?
Yeah, everyone's good. Everything now getting shut down and the school's getting shut, work is getting shut down. So, I'm just very grateful now to be home with my family and be able to be here with my family, and my coaches. So it's all good.
Okay. Could you tell us the timeline as far as what you experienced regarding your fight? When did you first start to get an inkling that this fight was in danger of not happening in London?
I went to bed on Sunday, thinking I'm going to fight in London on Saturday. I woke up at 8:30, 9 o'clock on Saturday by Tim phoning me saying, the fight's been cancelled. You need to get to the airport and go to America. I was like, what? He's like, you got like 2 hours, like about 3 hours to get to London, which is like 2 hours away from my house. Get your coaches together and then fly to the States. And I, I was just like baffled. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and it just wasn't possible in the time frame that I had. I had 2-3 hours to get to the airport, get my team together, get to London, which is 2 hours away, and then get to the States. But like the whole event's been cancelled now, so it made sense. Now it made sense that I didn't get there. You know what I mean? Because now I would have been stuck there in London, away from my family, away from my kids, and so that's what it is.
Okay, so let me get this straight, because I think you meant you woke up Sunday morning, right? This all
Yeah,
went down Saturday
yeah.
night after the event
Sunday,
in Brazil. You woke up Sunday morning. Yeah.
Sunday
So
morning.
you
Yeah,
woke up
yeah, yeah.
Sunday, and they were telling you to get to the airport to fly to America.
Did they have a location for the fight?
No location. I didn't even know where I was flying to. Woke up at half eight, 9 a.m. in the morning, and my management told me that if I wanted to fight, I had 3 hours to get to London, which is from Birmingham to London. It's 2 hours drive. So I had to drive to the airport, which is 2 hours. I had to get my team together and then get them to leave the family and go to the States to, we didn't know where we were flying to. So yeah, that was it really. You just weren't, it wasn't possible to do to get to the States by Sunday.
Yeah. Did you even consider it for a second
Yeah,
to
for
actually
sure.
do?
Yeah, for sure. I messaged I was like, okay, I was like 1 minute. I messaged my coaches, and I was basically paying get them to well, what they think about it, what should I do, blah blah blah, and everyone just like it wasn't possible to do in 3 hours, like 3 or 4 hours to get to the airport, get to London, leave your it was too much going on. We didn't know where we was going. It was too much going on.
Yeah, and of course, no guarantee that you can come back as well. That probably
Exactly.
factored.
Exactly. No guarantee that you'll be able to come back into the States because back to the UK, because I knew that on Monday the reason why we had to leave on Sunday because on Monday the ban was coming in, so you couldn't fly from Monday, so we had to do it from Sunday, and that was the rush that we had to leave on
Right.
Sunday, and at like in 2 3 hours, and that was the rush, so that why it was impossible.
When your management or you informed the UFC of your decision, like we just can't do this, how did they handle it?
Um, there was like USC, the USC being USC. They was trying to we was trying to find we was going back and forth trying to find options um on how I can do it. How can I get to the States? Where am I flying to? Where is the fight? We had all these questions, but we had no answers. We didn't know where it was going to. We didn't know where the fight was going to take place. We didn't know what was going to happen.
And once you made the decision that you would not be flying over, for you, this is not just any ordinary fight, right? This is the biggest fight of your career, headlining
Nah,
in your home country against a former champ. What was that feeling like when the reality sunk in that this isn't happening?
exactly, Ariel. Yeah, this is like one of the biggest fights of my career. I've been dreaming of headlining a UFC event in my hometown and in my home country since I started MMA. So now to get the opportunity to headline London and to have it take away from me like this, I was devastated. All day Sunday, Monday, yesterday, I was devastated. I've been working 10 weeks. I spent a lot of money in camp. I was fit. I was ready. I was focused, and I was ready to go. And to have it taken away from me at the last minute, I was just about to start my weight cut, and then it all just got taken away from me, and I was just devastated. I was devastated.
And when you started to see that maybe another fight would come to fruition for Tyron involving Gilbert Burns or Colby Covington, like that the show was moving on without you, I would imagine that was almost like pouring salt into the wounds, right?
Exactly. When I start seeing that they wanted to try and make another fight with Woodley, and it's all just it came down more on me that this is my opportunity. I'm about to miss my opportunity again, and like I said, I was frustrated on the Sunday. I was angry. But there's nothing I could do. The world is going down now, and there's nothing much I could do. I couldn't fly in 2 hours. It was impossible for me to get to London in 2 hours and fly to the States. Now then, like on Monday, we found out the whole fight been cancelled, plus another two events. You know what I mean? So imagine if I did go to the States, what now? I would have been stuck in the States. I would have dragged my coaches away from their family, and we would have been stuck somewhere in the States and wouldn't be able to get back. So it is what it is. God's plan.
Yeah, and so I would imagine you don't regret the decision to not get on that plane.
Nah, no, because there's nothing I could do. I couldn't do it anyway if I wanted to do it. It was impossible for me to get to London and to fly away.
This was obviously a big spot. Are you at all concerned that now you may lose your spot because, as I'm sure you've seen and you commented on it, Tyron's talking about fighting Colby whenever this resumes, right? Are you worried that now you're going to lose this opportunity, this big fight?
Not really. He didn't want to fight me anyway, Errol. From the get-go, he's made every excuse in the book why he doesn't want to fight me. He knows what's going to happen, you know what I mean? And as soon as he got the opportunity to run, he ran straight away, you know what I mean? But this fight is not going nowhere. It will be rescheduled, hopefully again back in London, and hopefully we get to do it from my hometown, from my home country, and to show the world that I am the best welterweight in the world.
Have you been assured by the UFC that when normalcy resumes, when things get back to normal, that you will get this fight, that they will try to rebook this? Because they're saying postponed, not canceled. Have you been
Yeah.
assured by the UFC that this will happen?
Not yet. Like I said, they got a lot of workload now at the moment. So as far as what's gonna happen next, I don't know yet. It's been 1, 2 days. So after it calms down a little bit, we go back into talks with them. But like I said, the fight's been postponed, not cancelled. So I'm hoping that they rebook. I'm hoping it's back in the UK and I get to perform for my fans. And like I said, this is a dream of mine to perform for my hometown. My third main event in UFC, but this would be the biggest one for me and mean the most to me to do it in London.
Sure. And would this be the ideal scenario? Like, do you want to just recreate the same situation, Tyron back in England? That's the ideal situation,
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
fighting for the belt, of course, I would imagine.
yeah, for sure. Number one is the belt, right? Number two is the same scenario. Rebooking the O2, Tyrone main event. They will go from there because I truly believe that he doesn't want to fight me. He knows deep in his heart. He's finding every excuse in the book why he does why is it calling Kobe out? That's like a random fight. You had a fight postponed like literally an hour ago, and you're like, oh, I don't even know other names than Kobe Covington. That's coming off a loss. You know,
Mm.
he's just been knocked out. So I just don't get it. He doesn't want to fight me, but he's there. We'll come in, we'll reschedule, and we'll go again.
Okay. Now, as far as you, like, you're for a fighter, I can't imagine you're preparing for a fight, you're about to start weight cutting, and now you have to take your foot off the gas. You know, just mentally on this Tuesday afternoon now, how are you dealing with all this? Do you feel a little bit better? Or are you still kind of feeling the effects and feeling down about it?
Nah, I'm still down about it, Errol, to be honest with you. This is, like I said, it's one of my biggest fights today, and I was promised a title shot after this fight, and to have it all now taken away from me is heartbroken. I've been working I'm working a long time for this opportunity, and like I said, so I am still devastated, but I am very happy to be home with my family, not stuck in America somewhere, and my coach is with the family, and so hopefully we can get the fight rebooked again, and we can go again.
Have you been given any sort of indication as to whether or not you will be paid anything for this training camp, for this fight, anything like that?
No, I haven't heard nothing from the UFC or from my management team to say I will be compensated for my camp, for what I've spent in camp. So I think I put it down to the is what it is. It's been done now, and so I just south and we'll see what happens next.
Okay. Are you kind of assuming that you won't be paid? Would that be fair?
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, I haven't heard nothing at all, so I'm assuming that they're not going to pay me.
I've seen that Cage Warriors is
Yeah,
still putting
I'm
on an
missing a lot
event.
of money, and I'm missing title shot.
Yeah, I know. I feel you, my man. I've seen that Cage Warriors is putting on an event in Manchester. Was there any talk of putting you on there so at least you could get paid?
No, I haven't heard nothing all about it. And who would have fight? You know, would have
Yeah,
come to the UK. So
right.
who would have fight in Cage Warriors? You know what I mean? And this was like today. They've been doing that. Yesterday they've been doing. They put 2 fights on there.
Yeah.
Um, nah, I haven't heard nothing about it. I know my teammate, Joe Herbert, who was meant to fight Marty Casey. Um, I was hoping that he could get on it, but we haven't heard nothing about that either. So we haven't heard nothing. And
Okay. And by the way, how have
plus I wouldn't want to do Cage Warriors anyway. I want to be headlining O2 and for 16,000 people and to perform. Then that's where I want to get my victory.
yeah, no, I understand that. But by the way, how have the fans been online to where, you know, sometimes they could be ruthless. Have they been understanding? Have you been getting positive support from the people
Um,
since this came out?
yeah, for sure. Everyone I spoke to, like that means anything to me anyway. It's all been positive, apart from like the guys who are like one followers. That's like you little pussy, blah blah blah. But everyone else I spoke to about it, they're very positive about it. And now that the fight's been cancelled, it was the right decision that I made. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is. Errol. I do not care about what like the people, one followers are saying to me in my DMs or what they're saying.
Yeah,
But it is what it
right.
is.
And over there in Birmingham, are you able to leave your house? Are you able to go out?
Yeah, you can leave your house. You just can't go to like no clubs or no bars or no restaurants
Sure.
or no shopping centers or nothing. But you can go to the pop to the shop, get like milk or food or whatever you need. But all the restaurants are closed. Takeaways are open. Yeah, same as the rest of the world, really.
What about gyms? Can you work out?
My no, my gym got closed today, so there's no my MMA gym got closed today.
Wow.
There's a few
Okay.
like normal gyms you can probably go to, but my MMA gym got closed today. So yeah.
So what are you doing? You know, I think a lot of people are worrying about this. What are you doing to stay in shape and to not, you know, lose your mind out there? Do you have a gym at your house? Are you going running? What are you doing to keep active?
To keep active, I'll be probably road work, so probably a lot of running. Probably work with my strength conditioning coach. He's got his own gym, so I'll probably go to his gym. Probably like a 1-to-1, closed off gym. So that's about it really. I'll just keep ticking over until further notice, till the world get back to normalcy. Then
Yeah.
I get back to work.
Any message to Tyron?
Tell him just start running. Come get this work. You cannot find another excuse, and the fight's been booked already. So let's not be a little bitch, and let's give the fans what they want to see.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you doing this, Leon. Anything else you want to get out there to the world?
Good man. Nah, that's it. All good, Ariel. You giving me the opportunity to get my story across, but it's all good.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. Be safe, be healthy out there. My best to your family, and I'm really sorry this turned out this way, but
Good man.
hopefully it'll work out for you soon.
Same, brother. Have a good day. Look after the family.
Yes, sir. All right,
Good
there he
man.
is, Leon. So all you have to do is press the X over there, and you're good to go. And we on your there you go. There he goes. Nope, you double clicked it. You just got to put, yeah, there we go. Leon Edwards. Thank you very much to him for joining us. Someone's knocking on my door. Yes. Do we have a guest joining us right here? Who's knocking on my door? I'm entertaining the masses here on Instagram Live. We're taking over for the second straight day on ESPN MMA. Does anyone want to come in? Anyone want to say anything? Should I go find out? Let's go find out, shall we? Why not? These are different times. Let's see. Oh, they got scared. Anyone there? No? All right. Well, that was Leon Edwards talking to us. I'm here in my home office, by the way, in case you're wondering. Did we have any other famous people that wanted to come in? So anyway, I'm here in my home office. I got my AirPods. We did this yesterday. Good to have Leon. I feel for him. I really do. I think anyone who was doubting his decision. Oh, there's Ashley Evans Smith. Let's say hello to her. Whoops. She had a crazy story. Wait. Oh, I'm not good at this. Why am I doing this? Wait. There we go. Ashley, I'm coming to you. All right, we're going to be joined by Ashley Evans Smith here in a matter of seconds. Is she there? Is she there? It says connecting. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Ashley Evans Smith, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and see you. Can you hear me
All
and see
right.
me?
I can't hear. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How are you doing? Are you back home?
Yeah, I'm back home. I got home late, about 9-10 o'clock on, what day was it? Sunday night?
Okay. So tell us your
Yeah.
story, because your story was well documented. When did you fly out to England?
We flew out Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you flew out, did you think there was a chance that this would get canceled?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I was quoted as just saying that, I knew there was a possibility of being quarantined, and it was just at that time, like what could you do? I wasn't gonna say I'm not gonna fight, because what if the fight went on? It was just a risk you have to take, especially with the UFC not insuring our money. It's like, if you want to get paid, you have to take these risks. You have to.
Deep down inside, were you a little uneasy about it, nervous, or were you just blocking it all out?
To be honest, I was really doing well positivity wise until I got that final call on what was it? Saturday morning when they flew me home, and then I started to get a little doubtful. I was still positive, since I was still trying to stay positive, even though there was a potential fight, and California and Vegas were, still in negotiations whether they were even going to allow it. But I was trying to hold on to that glimmer of hope that there still would be a fight. So yeah, and now it's, now it's over.
And could you do me a favor? We're kind of getting like half your face here. I want to get your full, if you want to move it up a little bit just to give you the maximum exposure. Can you do that? Or maybe sitting back. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Sorry.
How did
Didn't
you,
expect to be on this morning. Sorry.
no, that's cool. And I appreciate you jumping in here. How did you get the word that the fight was off?
So what they did was, I mean, I don't want to say strung us along, but they basically had us waiting and standing by the phone until yesterday around 2 o'clock. And, you know, for people like me who I'm a big girl, I cut a lot of weight. It was kind of like, all right, can I eat? Can I not eat? Am I going to fight? And was just, you know, trying to work out when there was no gyms around and all that. It was kind of rough. But I finally got the call from my manager, Brian Butler at Sucker Punch, around 2 o'clock saying that the fight was completely off. Yeah.
And that's after you flew probably what, like 11 hours from California to England?
Yeah, we basically, I was in the air for about 24 hours total, you know, and then landed. I was in London probably for maybe less than 12 hours.
Wow. And I know there's been some talk about this Cage Warriors event on Friday. Molly is someone who lives in England. You were supposed to fight Molly McCann on the card. Was there any talk of keeping you there to fight on this card?
No, so we landed, had no contact with the UFC, just checked into the hotel. I believe I was the first fighter over there. And me and Marvin Vettori, I believe, are the only U.S. fighters. They actually made it to London. But I checked in. I was first before Marvin, and didn't talk to anybody. Watched the Brazil fights that night, and then got the phone call Saturday morning. I woke up to the phone call, and I thought that was just going to be, I was hoping it was just going to be like, come down, do media, sign some posters, that kind of stuff. But it was, hey, you got to get right back on the plane now, pack your bag. I wasn't even unpacked, but you know,
Wow.
basically, yeah.
Any kind of word if you'll be compensated because you flew over there? Show money, something like that?
That would be lovely, but no, nothing right now. It's my manager, you know, I think he has a strong argument for a lot of fighters, especially fighters like me and Marvin, who, you know, flew all the way over there and had to fly back, you know, just exchanging your money, little things, you know, you're losing money, exchanging it back and forth, you know, buying things over there. Like, we would love our whole fight purse, obviously, but just even being compensated for the small expenses would be nice. But we don't know right now.
How big of a hit is this to you? You know, because you guys don't get paid if you don't fight, right? So you just went through a whole training camp. How much of a burden is this now?
For me personally, you know, my story is that I haven't fought in a year. I was supposed to fight back in August on the Uruguay card, but I basically tore my shoulder and my pec minor. So I was out for a year. And so financially, I mean, you do the math. If you don't work for a year, how much is that going to hurt you? So it's going to affect me a lot.
Are you handling it okay? How are you doing now?
I would be a liar if I said I haven't had a few good cries. You know, I'm an emotional person. You know, when I'm happy, I'm really happy. When I'm sad, you know, I wear it on my sleeve. But for the most part, I'm trying to stay positive because this is bigger than us. It's bigger than fights. It's bigger than sports. It's worldwide. So I think it's really selfish for me to just jump online and boohoo about my fight. You know, it's like there's so many fights, you know, LFA, Bellator, all the fighters, all the sports. So for me, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm trying to stay positive because I know eventually we will fight again. This is not the end of, well, I don't know,
Right.
It's not the end of the world, but it's not the
Right.
end of the world. It's not the end of sports, you know. So for the most part, I believe that I'm positive and I'm happy. If I sit here and I think real hard about all the sacrifice I've made, not for this fight camp, you know, but since I got injured, you know, rehabilitating, you know, all those things, you know, all the sacrifices financially, emotionally, physically that I've made, I could probably cry right now, but there's no point in doing that.
Could I ask, I think a lot of people are trying to figure out a way how to get their mind off of the news just for a second because you could get overwhelmed by it, right? Is there something that you would recommend as an athlete that has helped you? Go for a run, read a book, something that is helping you during this time? Because I feel it myself. Like I feel like I'm getting down at times just looking at the news and feeling depressed, and I need to go outside and get some fresh air. Anything that has helped you over the last couple of days? And I know your situation supremely stressful because you have to fly in the midst of all this and your job, but any kind of recommendation that you want to give to the people?
I mean, for me, it hasn't been that long because I was traveling and I was like kind of holding on, and like I've been kind of like miss positivity until about yesterday, and I still am really, really positive, and I'd say it's a mixture of things, and it's gonna sound silly, but I think a lot of people are making a lot of memes, jokes, and a lot of people are getting mad at that, saying like this is not a joke. Like it's not a joke, but why do you think we have stand-up comedy that makes fun of all these important issues? Because at the end of the day, if you take your life so serious, like it's gonna eat at you and you're just gonna be a negative, just grumpy person. So just kind of, I would like to say, like try to laugh at the situation and try to find humor. You know what I mean? I don't want to stay inside too long, but I love stand-up comedy. I've been listening to Joey Diaz, like just a lot of people's funny takes on the situation. If you just watch CNN, you're gonna go crazy. So comedy, I'm very fortunate to have a few people in here in Orange County, California, with some private gyms. So I'm gonna get my training in, sanitized. We're gonna make sure that we're all safe. Like 3 people, 4 people max. And realistically, like just, I mean, there's not a lot you can, you don't even want to stay off your phone because you need to be updated. You need to be informed. But yeah, I don't have too much to tell you guys because for the most part, it just hit me. I just got the news yesterday.
Ashley, hang in there. You're handling this very well under very difficult circumstances. I really appreciate you jumping in. I kind of forced you to jump in. Oh, go in. Yes.
Can I say one thing? I mean, it made me feel better a little bit, and it might make other people feel better. Yesterday, I gave blood, and it seems kind of small, but someone giving blood can save a life, and it's kind of corny. But for the most part, you get to feel a little bit of power in a very powerless, helpless time. You get to know that something that can take 5 minutes, you fill out the questionnaire, you make sure you're healthy, it does not weaken your immune system. As soon as you do that, you kind of feel a little bit of power, a little bit of like you're helping the situation instead of just staying and Netflixing and chill. So that would be said.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you so much. Be well out there, okay?
Thank you. See you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Good luck. All you have
Thanks.
to do is press the X and you're good to go.
I'm out.
Wow, this is great. She is out. Ashley Smith, who of course was supposed to fight this weekend against Molly McCann, one of the few fighters. She mentioned Marvin Vittori as well, who's also supposed to fight on the card, who flew out to London and unfortunately, literally hours later, found out that the fight was off. Of course, these are many stories. Everyone has a story right now. Everyone is affected by this. Everyone is hurting right now. It's a very scary time, but I think it's good to hear from these people who we watch each and every week, to also hear from them about what they're going through, and to remember that while they do seem superhuman, while they are incredible athletes, they will be affected by this like all of us. They are not like NBA, MLB, NFL players who've got a lot of money. A lot of these fighters are living fight purse to fight purse. And, I think it's good to get their story out there and to remember that they're out there as well doing their best to try to get by too. Do we have any other guests that we want to go to, or should we call it a day? Anyone else out there? I've seen a couple of people jump in. I'm going to try, this is all happening very quickly here. But I really enjoyed doing it yesterday, and I really enjoyed doing it today. I think this is good. I have to admit, this helps me. It's giving me something to look forward to. I love interviewing people. I love talking to people. I love interacting with all of you. But I think it's also great for everyone to hear from our favorite fighters as well. And just having something to plan for and to talk about has just been great. It's been cathartic for me. It's given me a nice thing to look forward to. Oh, there's Molly McCann, who was supposed to fight Ashley Evans Smith. Let's talk to Molly. Here we go. This is great.
Don't swear. Hi!
Molly, how are you?
I'm just eating chips.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thanks. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day over there in England?
Especially in Liverpool, it's massive. I think half the
Oh, okay.
population's Irish here.
Okay, okay, all right. Well, how are you doing? It seems like you're enjoying your afternoon over there. How are things?
Um, it's all a bit surreal, to be honest with you, Ariel. It's like I should be in London now signing posters and getting me new Reebok gear, do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a mad one, and it's just shit, mate. I'm sorry for swearing, but
No, it's okay.
it's like me and Ashley signed our contract like probably the 8th of December. So it's a long time to be fixated on a goal and a person and a fight strategy and mentality, and it's just we don't get the glory at the end. Like I'd obviously not rather lose than not fight, but it's really hard to not have the end. It's like there's no end to it, you know what I mean? It just feels
Right, right.
weird.
You don't get that payoff, so to speak.
That's it. Yeah, and like it's not even it wouldn't even be like talking about the money, but it is the glory of the fight at the end.
Could I ask, we just spoke to your opponent, the person you were supposed to fight, Ashley, moments ago. I don't know if you saw that. How did you find out that the fight was off?
My girlfriend Paige was on Instagram, and I went into a shop called Marks and Spencer's to go and get water to carry on water loading. And she's come out and she's just gone, you need to look at this. And she just put Ashley's Instagram on. And Ashley was like, hey guys, I'm flying home. So I didn't have a clue really, mate. I just, for 2 hours, I carried on not cutting weight. I carried on cutting weight and not eating. And then I just thought, oh. And then Ashley messaged me and she just said, look, this is what I've heard. I'm flying home, blah, 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 blah. So then I just went for a burger.
You just had a burger. You drowned your sorrow. Wow, that's nice. And have you been told about, you know, because I know you're in England, Cage Warriors, Graham Boylan is your manager, right? Why can't you fight on that card?
He said I'll see if I can get you on the card, but it was like who in Europe can travel,
right?
You know, and there's been a ban now. There's a flight ban, mate, from England. So I've just my holiday to Mexico next week's just been cancelled. So shit. But yeah. Graham was like, I'll do all I can to get you on the London card on Cage Warriors, and it just there was no one to fight. So few days. But I went to the gym on Monday. I trained twice on Monday. I trained today. It's like you're in limbo. You don't know what to do. You don't know. I haven't really spoke to anyone from the UFC yet, because obviously everyone's trying to fix cards, put cards together. Everyone's like trying to just keep the ship afloat, and it's just sunk today, hasn't it?
So you don't know if you're going to get compensated for this, I would imagine.
I haven't been told yet.
Are you worried?
Until you're told. I've been told not to worry. I've been told that we should be compensated. But I don't know what's going to happen. It's like England within the last 3 hours has just gone shut down. All restaurants and gyms and everything's closing in the next, like tomorrow. And it's just, I don't know what's going on. So I'm sure you'll be the first one to tell if we do or we don't get compensated. But I know that the UFC are probably trying to do their best, because if you can imagine how many people are getting in touch with them. My man, he'll be in touch with me when he's got news. But like I say, I'll be in touch with him after the weekend, because as what's the word? I don't even think it's selfish trying to find out stuff on my behalf, but I'm just trying to let him do his job also, which is like the director of Cage Warriors, you know what I mean? So he's got so much pressure, and I know he doesn't feel it, and he rolls with the punches, does Graham. And he's doing all he can to make sure that the Cage Warriors fighters get paid and still get to perform. So it's not even a point. It's I don't know, but I'm sure I'll be the first one on the phone to him on Monday morning.
Could I ask you, Molly, what are you doing to try to get your mind off of this, to try to be positive, or to try to not, you know, let it overwhelm you. I think that's the main thing that a lot of people are trying to do, right? Because you can just sit there and watch the news and get very overwhelmed. Any
Yeah,
suggestions, any tips?
just, well, like, on last week, I probably had about 50 million arguments with journalists online because they was giving it, oh, UFC shouldn't be on, blah, 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 blah. And then the next minute they're sending you messages going, oh, we're really sorry, we hope you're okay. And then they're going back online saying it should be cancelled. And I just thought, oh, you'll be straight up our arse next week asking for an interview and I won't be giving you one. But I've just been round my mate's house, just in the gym, just eating. That's all really, mate. Just eating and training still.
We can watch some old Everton highlights to lift our spirits, right?
Oh,
Pop it
no,
in
that'll
there.
make me more depressed, Ariel.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm probably just gonna go on PlayStation and just play the PlayStation. If anyone wants to add me, it's Molly Ipon. Molly
Okay.
Ipon. I'll play FIFA
Molly
20.
Apon? What is it?
Ipon.
How do you spell that?
Ippon. Do you know,
What
like
does that
in
mean?
judo? In
Oh,
judo,
okay, yes.
when you throw someone, it's Ipon.
Yes, Apon or
My old
Epon, yes.
Ipon. Yeah. My old gym was called Ipon.
Oh, okay, all
And
right. And
I've
so you'll be
actually
on
got
there, so people can
tattoos.
play against you.
Yeah, let's have it. Let's do tournaments. We'll all put £20 in or $20, and the winner takes it all. Because I don't know when I'm next getting paid.
All right. Well, hang in there, Molly. Okay. Thank you for
I
doing
will.
this. It's great to hear from
No
you,
problem,
and I
lads.
hope that everything
No
works
problem.
out. All right. We'll talk to you
Positivity
soon.
always
There she
wins. And
is.
do you know what? Do you know what, Ariel?
Yes.
If the worst comes to the worst, I've still got Frank. I've still got my dog. I'm still alive. So it's not
Amen.
so bad. It's not so bad.
Amen. There
Go
you
on. See
go.
you
A
later,
silver
mate.
lining. All right. There she
Bye.
is. Meatball Molly McCann. She was supposed to fight Ashley Evans Smith this weekend at the O2 in London. It's great. You know, these people, we cover them, but they're also very familiar faces. And I feel like I'm talking to friends here, if I'm being honest. So it's great to hear from these people. It's great to talk to them. It's great to get them on here and to interact with all of you and to interact with them as well. We don't know when the UFC is coming back. We don't know when sports are coming back. We don't know when normalcy is coming back. It seems like if you just sit and watch the news, you can get very, very down. We found out yesterday, late afternoon, that WrestleMania was now going to be put in the Performance Center in front of no one, which is a very strange thing. I don't know how you can really do that, especially with this 10-person suggestion. And that could change a lot in the next few weeks, right? I mean, think about the fact that 9 days ago or 10 days ago, we were at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas in front of all those people, talking to all those fighters, around all these other people, and now look at where we are. It's crazy to think, right? So much has changed in the last 10 or so days. And so I hope that it doesn't get worse. In the next 10 or so days, we're going to be positive. We're going to be all right. Oh, there's Owen Roddy. Should we say hi to him? Let's say happy St. Patrick's Day to Owen Roddy. This is perfect. We got an actual Irishman on the St. Patrick's Day live stream. Is he there? Get in, Owen. Get in, Owen. There he is, mate.
Sorry,
How are you, Owen?
I'm not too bad, man. You good?
I'm good, my man. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I'm not too bad. Stay to you, man. I was just messing there. I was just flicking through Instagram. Playing them all over the place.
No, this is good. I'm just doing this for the people, Owen, to give them something to, you know, think about, to get their minds off things. So I wanted to say hello to you. I saw your name pop up there, and I just want to know, how's the family? Everyone okay? How's things in Ireland?
Oh, good. Yeah, they're out messing about. Come in and say hello, guys, for 2 seconds.
Yes, let's see everyone. What's the crack?
Evie, say hello. Hi, where is she? There, yeah. So we're just at the being out in the park and down at the beach and just floating about, Ariel. But the way things are going now, it's a bit mad in Ireland. Everything has gone pretty much into lockdown. The gym has been closed for the past 5 or 6 days. So yeah, it's been a bit crazy, but it's all good. You know, could be worse.
Let me ask you, Owen, because I'm dealing with the same thing that you're dealing at home with children. A lot of parents are dealing with this. How are you trying to keep sanity? How are you trying to keep order there with everyone at home?
But I'm hanging on by the edge of my seat. It's tough. The girls are fine. As I said, we got out yesterday. We got out today. We picked some seashells at the beach, and the girls were painting them. They said they're going to put on a little show later, a little parade in the house. So, yeah, just trying to stay sane, man. It's all good, man. It could be a lot worse. It means
Sure.
we get to spend a lot more quality time with our family as well.
And by the way, I've never experienced St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. Like, what would you be doing right now if this was a normal St. Patrick's Day?
Probably being at the parade,
Wow.
or visiting my family and visiting Kelly's family and stuff like that. But obviously we can't. Kelly's parents are. We did a drive by my wife's house, so we did a drive by and just waved to Kelly's parents. They're pretty old. I actually can't go to my own mom's because she's really sick at the moment. But so I have to do FaceTime with her. So. But yeah, so that's it. So we'd usually visit our family and maybe go into the parade and have a few drinks. But we're gonna stay sober this time around.
Right. And is your mom okay?
No, she's not well, but
I'm sorry.
such is life. Yeah, she's been sick for a long time now. So if she caught the coronavirus now, it'd probably be the end for her. So we got to keep her in quarantine.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And it has nothing to do with the coronavirus, right? It's a different illness.
No,
Okay.
no. She's got cancer and
so
a few
sorry.
other things.
I'm so
She's
sorry.
pretty old as well. Yeah, no, it is what it is,
Okay.
But she's fine. Like, I mean, I talked to her on the phone and through FaceTime and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be able to go over near the house just in case.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that is there any tips that you could give as a fit man, as a trainer, as someone who keeps himself in good shape? How can people get their minds off of this, Owen? How can they stay sane and be positive? What advice do you have for them?
I just set some goals, Ariel. So I've for my gym and stuff like that. I've done some online videos and stuff that I put up. So I'm gonna stretch in the mornings. I'm gonna probably do a run if I can every day, and spend some time with your family. Maybe try and learn something new. Like, I pulled my guitar out of the shed there from I haven't picked it up in 2 years, so I pulled that as well. So I'm just trying to do some stuff that I wouldn't usually get the time to do, and most importantly, enjoy the time that you have with your family. Because I mean, we don't get much time, we don't get much opportunity to just relax and chill with our family. So embrace that.
And congratulations on the first Nuka event. I heard it was a great success.
Yeah. Oh, it was brilliant, Ariel. Yeah, some phenomenal moments. I mean, just to get that kind of college feel, have MMA in the colleges and have that kind of college feel and some amazing moments. We done a press conference at the end of it, and with two lads just recently competing against each other, and then congratulating each other that they're gonna graduate this year and stuff like that. Stuff that you wouldn't see usually, and then to have college students get behind some athletes in UCF was unbelievable as well. So we're hopefully back there now. Depending on how things go with the coronavirus, we're hopefully back in UCF in May, and then maybe Pittsburgh or Arizona towards October and stuff like that. But it went well, yeah. So very, very happy with that.
Great.
Yeah,
it's a great thing that you guys are doing. I'll let you go back to your family, but give people, Owen, give people a glimmer of hope. July 11th, are we going to see the return of Ireland's son, Conor McGregor? Is that the plan in Las Vegas? Give us some hope.
Yeah,
Owen
most definitely. Yeah, that's the plan, hopefully, and bring the UFC back to life as well. With all of this shows being cancelled and stuff like that, I think a fight on July 11th would bring the UFC back to life and get everybody back on track. So
yes,
my fingers are crossed, and I'm sure the rest of the world's fingers are crossed for that fight.
Who's your pick? Who would you want to see him in there against on July 11th? Who's your pick?
Who would I like to see? Anyone, to be honest, but maybe Gaethje. There's a lot of talk of Gaethje, so I mean, he's an exciting fighter, Gaethje.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would like to see it. I'm sure you'd like to see it. I'm sure the rest of the world would like to see that. So yeah, potentially that. But to be honest, anyone. I know Conor's raring to go. I know everyone's going to be raring to go by the time July comes around. So fingers crossed that that comes to pass.
All right. Who better than Connor to get us out of this darkness, right? On July 11th.
I know, yeah. That's what we need. We need Conor to get on
That's right.
and motivate a lot of us, you know. And we'll just give him a call, just have a chat with him.
That's right.
He'll roll me up a bit, you know.
Yes, Connor, if you're watching, jump on in here. We've got everyone jumping in. Oh, and you're a great man. I hope that everyone's okay. My best to your family. Thank you for doing this, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
No, but happy St. Patrick's Day to you and the rest of the world. Cheers.
All right, there he is, Owen Roddy, best pad man in the game, joining us here on St. Patrick's Day from Ireland. This is great. We've had, who have we had? Leon Edwards. We've had Ashley Evans-Smith. We had Molly McCann. And now Owen Roddy, a very international version of today's live stream. Let's do this every day, shall we? Let's do this every damn day. This is amazing. Connor, if you're watching, give us something. Take us out of the darkness. Give us a morale boost. Who's up next? Do we have time for one more? I'm just waiting for the text from New York Rick. He's watching us very closely and he wants us to go away. He's like, oh, it takes too long to process this. I'll be here for 5 hours with you guys. I'll talk to every single damn fighter on this roster. I'll talk to everyone in the UFC. I'll talk to everyone in Bellator. I'll talk to everyone. Anyone you want me to talk to. Anyone. Oh, there he is. New York Rick just wrote, pull the plug. There's your guy. There's always someone. If it's not Corporate Jake on Mondays, it's TST on Wednesdays, and now on Tuesdays, it's New York Rick and Tessa over there. I see you writing to me. Everyone wants a piece. Everyone wants to end it. No. Anyone. In 10, 9. Who's next? 8. They're trying to kick us off. They're trying so hard to kick us off, but I don't want to leave you guys. I love this. This is giving me 45 minutes of sanity. Who else is out there? Anyone else out there? I don't see anyone. They're trying to kick me off. They're trying their hardest. I got a lot going on. Oh, we got Corporate Jake. Corporate Jake trying to get in there. Oh, wow. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that rich for Corporate Jake trying to get a piece of the pie? Oh, there's Mojahed, who I give so much content to. Hey, Mojahed, you're welcome for all the content, my man. Big kiss. You're welcome for all the content. You better hope and pray that I'll be back for more. I don't see anything. He's writing me names, but I don't see anything. Mojahed, typical. Asking for more content, trying to watch like a hawk to get more content. Here's a big kiss for you. Just joking. All right, this has been great. I think we're done. Everyone, I love you all. I'm having a blast. Quick poll. Shall we do this again? Should we do it tomorrow? Should we do it every day? Is this giving you something to look forward to? Is this giving you something to be excited about? Is this bringing you out of the darkness? Is this putting you into a positive mood for just a few minutes? No, don't leave. People are saying don't leave. They want more. What can I say? I've got people who want more. Should I give you a quick tour? We got action again. See what's going on here. Let's see. Who's there? Come on, wait for it. Ah, I got declined. What the heck? I added someone and they declined me. I'm not going to say who it is. Okay. New York Rick is saying it's going to be impossible to process. All right. I wanted to end on a positive note. Give you guys something to be excited about. But I'll be back. I promise I'll be back. I'm just having so much fun. Listen, I'm sorry, New York Rick. Look at the comments. People are begging me to stay. I'm their only hope. I'm the only one bringing positivity to this world. You heard what he said. Oh, wait. You heard what he said. People need me. Colby said it. We're saving the world here. People said it. They want it. They need it. They're asking for it. I'm getting threats now. It's not working. I'm trying to connect with one last person. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, it's not working. Anyway, all right. Much love. They're getting mad at me. I will see you soon. Hopefully I'll do this tomorrow with new guests, exciting guests. If you're someone out there that wants your story told, I love you. I will talk to you. Be safe. be positive, be mindful, be healthy, and help everyone out. Stay inside if you don't have to go outside. We're going to get through this, all right? I promise you, we'll get through this. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Peace. I'm out of here. And hopefully we'll do it again soon. Tomorrow, later today, why not? I'll be back in 2 hours. Who the hell knows? Stay tuned. Bye-bye.